Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to lesson 6.1. This is the first lesson, of course, in unit 6, a unit where we will really learn how to divide some larger numbers. And you might be thinking, oh, that sounds hard. I don't want to divide big numbers. But remember how you felt when we started multiplying big numbers? Now you know how to do that really well, right? The same thing will happen with division here. Here's our math message problem. It says Miss Hardesty is ordering snack-sized bags of pretzels. 9 cartons contain 554 bags. That's a lot of pretzels. How many bags come in a carton? And we're going to be writing an equation with a letter, right? The letter stands for the unknown. So, and then it says explain your thinking, but we're going to start just with the equation. So what math equation could you use to try to solve this? All right, I'm going to tell you 2 different things. One that I think most people said, and then another that we're going to move kind of to today. So we know the number of groups, right? We do not know the number of bags in each group, right? So we'll make that B. We do know the total. Okay, so we could take this one, 9 times B equals 540. So you could think what would fit here. What we could also, well, before we do that, what would fit there? What would fit in here for the letter B? Yeah, did you say 60? Right? 9 times 60. 9 times 6 is 54. And then we need a 0, right? We need a 0, and if we're going to have one here. Now, if I wanted to write this as a division problem, I could. Watch. When you write a division problem, the larger number comes first, unless you're dealing with fractions, but we're not. All right, the larger number comes first, divided by, right? The slash is how you indicate divided by on the keyboard. Divided by 9, right? So 540 of these things divided into 9 groups equals B for bags, right? And we just know that our B would be 60 because 60 bags are going to come in a carton. So why can I solve this problem using either multiplication or division? Why does either one work? Okay, these are what are called inverses, right? Multiplication and division are inverses. You know, you've worked with these before, right? You've seen these fact families right here, right? 9 times 60 equals 540. 60 times 9 equals 540. Now, you've probably seen them with just the single digits, but this creates what we call an extended fact family. All of these are related, just like all, if you just have the single digits, right? Think about 3, 4, and 12. So 3 times 4 equals 12. And 4 times 3 equals 12. And then 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Division problems start with the bigger number. That's the one you say first, as long as you're not dealing with fractions. Okay, this concept from last year is the same as this, only we're dealing with the zeros. So how do we deal with these zeros? Our objective here is to solve some extended division facts. And you can see this standard, which we're going to be working on a lot over the next 3 weeks here to be able to divide larger numbers. All right. So there you go. We're, like we just said, we're going to take what we know. We're going to extend it. You know these fact triangles, right? You can use those to show a fact family, right? 56 divided by 7 equals 8. 7 times 8 is 56, right? These are inverse operations, multiplication and division. All right. My suggestion here is that you think about all of these division problems as multiplication problems. And I like to tell students to rewrite them as multiplication problems. So this says 35 divided by 7 equals 5. Well, let's just flip that. Something times 7 equals 35, right? As if you're just getting more comfortable with division, thinking about it like multiplication is going to be very, very useful for you because you can see that 5 is going to fit in there, right? 5's the answer here, and 5's the answer here too. Okay, we can rewrite this again. Something times 7 equals 350. Well, we know we need a 5. There's the 35. If we have a 0 over here in the answer, we need to have 1 in the problem too. All right, remember that 0 rule? And so our answer here is 50. You're probably predicting what the next one will be. Something times 7 equals 3,500. So there's the fact. 5 times 7 equals 35. I see 1, 2 zeros. And so I need 1, 2 zeros here. 500. See how it works? Right? All right. What's something here that you see on the screen that you want to remember later? A lot of people might have said rewriting them as multiplication problems, especially if you don't feel super comfortable with division. All right, let's rewrite this as a multiplication problem. What would the multiplication problem be? Okay, we'd have something times, not times 3, times 8 equals 32. Okay, if that's not what you said, all I did was just flip what we have here. See, I flipped it. Boom, put that over there and put that right there. All right, what would go in the blank to make that true? Yep, 4. And so 4 goes here. All right, let's rewrite this. Something times 8 equals 320. What would go in the blank to make that true? 40 does. And I bet you could do the last one without rewriting it. You can if you need to. What do you think the answer is? 400. Okay, because right, we have 2 zeros and 2 zeros over there. Okay, all right. Now let's take a look at this because this is a little bit different. Okay, so but the process is the same. So we're gonna flip it. Something times 60 equals 420. All right, first you got to know your facts. So blank times 6 equals 42. 6 times what equals 42? Yep, 7, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Okay, that was 6 groups of 7. Now, think here. 7 times 60. So I have 1 0 in the answer right here. Okay. And I have a 0 in the problem already. So I don't need another 0 here. If you think about, like, let's say Mr. White just gave you that problem, 7 times 60. Well, you would say it was 420. And it is. So in this problem, we do not need to add another 0 because we already have 1. And we need 1 in the answer. So here is just 7. See how that's a little different? All right, let's rewrite this one. Something times 60 equals 4,200. All right, I want you to see if you can figure out what would go there to make this true. Okay, it is 70. Why? Why does 70 work? 7 times 6 equals 42. And if I cross off 1, 2 zeros, then they're right there. Okay, so our answer here is 70. If you're predicting that this one's going to be 700, you're right. Okay, so it's going to be a pattern of things. All right, our goal, right? Solving extended division facts. So you will work on Math Journal page 191. I think that's the only page. Yep. And it will give you, you'll look at the card here and you'll find the basic fact. That's small. Let's make it bigger. So the basic fact starts with 24 divided by 8, right? This part, 24 divided by 8. And if you know that, which you should, Then you can use that to figure out 240 divided by 8. Now over here, you're going to have to write the basic fact yourself. You can see what it is. 28 divided by 4. Write the 28 first, right? When you write division facts, you write the larger number first. All right. That is what you're working on. Number 7 asked you, what strategy did you use? So use those sequence words, right? First, I, da, 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 da. Then, comma, I, da, 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 da. My answer is, right, make sure that you write your steps down there. All right, fourth graders, this is extended division facts as we begin to venture into division. Please reach out. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.